Magazine is taking you behind the scenes in an exclusive video interview with Tomi Lahren. What are her political ambitions? How did she become so bold? Does she have any regrets? And what does she have to say to her haters? It's unscripted and raw with Tomi Lahren.
Oh, it's time for final thoughts. Now, the mainstream media, the Democrats, the bleeding hearts, and of course the Hillary campaign will have you believe this election is about sex, lies, and audio recordings. But if you're like me, you're a little more concerned with border enforcement, national security, and illegal immigration.
I know how direct I am, I know how succinct I am, and I know that I cut right to the heart of the matter.
How long have you been that way? Bold and unapologetic about your message?
Always. So I've been always the person, you can't tell me what to do. I've always had a mind of my own. People ask me and then they often say, you must get your political views from your parents. My parents are not political.
Why do you think people love what you have to say?
They either want to say it and are too afraid to, or they don't know how to put it into the words. They don't know how to articulate it, and they feel this way, and they wish someone would say it. They wish someone would give voice to it.
Was there ever like a turning point for you where you said, I don't care anymore, I'm just gonna say what's on my mind?
To be honest, I've never cared. I've never cared because I am so firm in my convictions, and it takes me a while to come to these conclusions. This isn't just something where I think I'm gonna be contrary to everybody else. I'm gonna be controversial.
I mean, I think people will watch you and say, where does she get this stuff from?
This isn't just something that I come to because I want to be angry about something or I want to get views. I genuinely hold these positions, and I don't cover things, by the way, that aren't controversial.
When the Clinton campaign isn't deleting emails or covering up scandals, when the DNC isn't screwing Bernie Sanders, when the liberal activists aren't out fighting for social justice, they're working together to incite violence at Trump rallies. And we are the deplorables.
They love to hate me, though. There is no in between. So you either love me or hate me, but either way I'm in obsession.
Why do you think people love to hate you?
Because, well, why do they love to hate me? Because I'm controversial. Because they look at me and I'm saying something and I'm striking a chord.
And people say horrible, awful things to you. I mean, you were just reading me a couple of this stuff. I mean, what have people said to you?
Oh, I couldn't repeat them on television, the things that they say to me. People call me the worst names I've ever heard in my entire life. I would never think of speaking these to anybody. And you know, it's so funny because the same people that are upset about the way Donald Trump speaks about people will say, how can you support Donald Trump? He's a sexist, racist, horrible man, you stupid bitch. Wait a second. So you just said that how can I support Donald Trump because the way he speaks to people, but then you just called me a stupid, ugly bitch. I don't apologize for what I say because I really do stand behind everything that I say, and I believe it to my core. And I always say, feel free to disagree. These are my final thoughts. This is how I feel about it.
To watch more clips with Tomi Lahren, go to hermag.co, subscribe to Her Magazine's monthly issues in the App Store, and read more about what makes Tomi tick and what an African-American Latina feminist had to say about her interview with Tomi.